Hey guys! So I've been trying to record this for the best part of an hour, if not longer at this point. And it's meant to be a little short video, but knowing me, it will probably run into the 10-minute time frame. I apologise if I keep and arming, because I'm recording this as a one-shot, which is one of the other reasons why it's taking me so long, I guess. But about a month ago, I'd say, I found a fantastic mod for Fallout New Vegas. I'm a bit late to the party on this one because it's actually a mod that came out a couple of years ago, but I haven't had a gaming PC before this, and while I have played Fallout New Vegas before, it was always on the Xbox. So now that I've got a gaming PC, I'd already bought New Vegas for the PC because when Fallout 4 was announced, Steam did a massive sale, so I bought all of the Fallout games that were out at the time as an incentive to get back into PC gaming and mods. So that's what this is today, and it's a massive Doctor Who mod. When I first saw this on Nexus Mods, I'll put a link somewhere, I'll attach the link somewhere to the video. Don't know if this is going to be on YouTube, Facebook or wherever, but when I first heard of this, I thought it was going to be similar to the TARDIS mod for Fallout 4, which is basically, instead of fast travelling, you can go in, put in a destination and travel there using the TARDIS, and then you can call the TARDIS to you if you're in different locations and things like this. It's got a workbench and power armor station and all this in Fallout 4, so it's like, alright, it's basically like a portable safe house, fair enough. And I thought that's going to be similar to how the TARDIS is in this mod, and I was unbelievably wrong. There are different missions. You've got the sonic screwdriver, you've got the master's laser screwdriver, you've got psychic paper, you've got a load of the Doctor Who villains in this. I mean, you've got Cybermen, Daleks, the Silence, and the Weeping Angels. But anyway, I have been rambling for 2.5 minutes and I haven't even shown you any of the mod yet, so let's get on and do that. I'll show you the screwdriver first, and then I'll turn around and show you the TARDIS. So, sonic screwdriver. All of the devices, all of the items like this are instead of weapons, and if you right mouse click as you would to, I believe, zoom or something, it can come up with this menu. Sometimes it glitches and doesn't come up, or at least it doesn't for me, so I'm quite lucky that it keeps coming up because I'm trying to record these videos. And as you can see here, it's got all these different options for the sonic screwdriver. The laser screwdriver has similar options, but some of them are things like genetic acceleration, like the Master did to 10, and it's actually got the laser function on it itself, which is OP as hell. It is the strongest weapon in the game, and one shot will kill a Deathclaw instantly. It is ridiculous. So if I set this to lockpick, and luckily I'm right next to a dresser, totally didn't plan that, and hit the fire button, you can hear that it makes the screwdriver noise, and it's now saying that this is locked. So if I hit E to open it, as you can see, it comes up with a regular lockpick. If I move away, move back, and now we can just open it. So that's quite a nice touch, and as you can see, I'm using 10's screwdriver at the moment. I can't remember what they're called, and I know Katie's going to hate me for this, but the little psychic cubes that are in the show, that were mainly featured in the episode The Doctor's Wife, if I remember rightly, you can find those in different areas that the modders have made, either in the TARDIS or in other places that you visit, that I'm not going to go into because spoilers. And when you've collected them all, when you get each one, depending on what order you've got, you get different things. You know, you get different Doctor's outfits, or cases for sonic screwdrivers, or schematics to build K9, for example. K9's in this, and if I can get to the workshop quick enough, I'll show you. But anyway, onto the TARDIS, and save the game because mine keeps crashing. It's nothing to do with the mod. I know it's not the mod, but whilst I do have a gaming PC and it is a damn good gaming PC, there's absolutely nothing wrong with my gaming PC, I feel like I'm a bit of a jinx, So I'm paranoid and I save games all the time. So I'm going to go in, and as you can see, I've got the 9th and 10th Doctor's desktop for my console room at the moment. And if you look at all the buttons and switches, as you can see, different things are coming up with different dialogue options, I guess, is the only thing I can think of. It's nearly 10 o'clock at night when I'm recording this, and it's like the 15th time of me trying to do this, so anyway. But as you can see here, if you click on different ones, it comes up saying what the power usage is, and what your shields are at, and these are important to read and to know about, but I will point these out now. At the moment it's in basic mode. If I go into the console scanner, I'll show you what I mean. You can click on advanced mode, and that makes things so much harder. Katie, when you watch this, and I know you will, I will show you what advanced mode is like when you're here, if I haven't already uploaded a video by the time that you our next round, if that makes sense. Wibbly wobbly. Anyway. So I'm going to go into architectural reconfiguration real quick, just to show you what I'm on about by changing the console room. I could show you some of the other rooms. As I said, there's a load here, and I will try and get to the workshop, because that's where K9 is. I've realised this video is already 6.5 minutes long, so I apologise if it ends up being 15 minutes. But anyway, let's just go to configure the primary console room, and then you've got all these different options. I will go and show you two of these, so I'm going to go to the classic first, because that is basically the original series TARDIS with all the round things, and the door out now doesn't work, and you've just got 7th umbrella on the floor, which is quite funny. So you have to go over and actually hit a button in order to open the doors, just like in the original series. Anyway, I could just... actually, I will show you that. You'd think after trying to record this a number of times I'd have it down by now, but anyway. So go back outside, and as you can see, the sign on the outside is different. It's a different colour of blue. The call box sign at the top has changed, etc, etc, etc. In advanced mode, you actually need to have in your possession, which I think I do, a TARDIS key. Now, I don't know if the TARDIS key is going to show up on here or not. Yes, there you go. On my keyring, I have a TARDIS key. Now, that can be used to make a number of different things in the game, including a biodampener? I can't remember now. But whatever 10 uses in at the end of Martha's series in order to hide themselves from detection. Anyway, I'm geeking out at this so hard. For anyone that isn't necessarily overly interested but is curious, then I apologise for being such a massive geek. Anyway, as you can see, I've now changed this to Toyota, which, for those of you in the know, is the current TARDIS layout with 12, and was also Matt Smith's second console room. And if we step back outside again, it's now what the TARDIS currently looks like, with the different windows and with the St. John's emblem on the outside. Now, it's not quite right. As you can see, there's a line here, there's a bit of a gap between the door and the wall of the TARDIS, but that's because the exterior there was actually made by a fan of the original mod, and then I've installed it over the top of the original textures for it. But needless to say, the original textures are different to the other ones that you've seen anyway. Now, from here, I will try and show you the workshop real quick, because we're almost at the 10-minute mark, and then I'll travel somewhere really quick so you can see what it's actually like to fly the TARDIS. So, no, not here. Oh, right, go through the doors, and as you can see, you've got a passage up ahead with a hole in the floor, which is actually a lift. Passage to the right, and passage to the left, passage to the right, which then curve round to the left and to the right. So if we go back, and go back through, it's changed. Because for those of you that know what the TARDIS is like, it is dimension transcendental, so she can do this. And when you're flying it in advanced mode, then these can change as you're walking around them, and you can and will get lost. Anyway, so this is where I wanted to be right now. So as you can see, that should be back. Yep, that should be back to the console room. You got a wall, a corridor up ahead to a wall, and then that splits off, and you've got 2 corridors with 2 doors. And if I follow this round, this will lead me to another grav lift, which I'm going to avoid. Go through here, and we get to the workshop. I'm quick saving because sometimes the floor can be a bit buggy, and I've fell through and killed myself before, so let's not do that this time. So you've got an upgrades workbench for the sonic screwdriver, laser screwdriver, and vortex manipulator, which I'm not going to talk about. I will let you guys find that out for yourselves if you wish. Then you've got all these different workbenches, which it's unbelievable just how three-dimensional or four-dimensional this mod genuinely is. Like, the amount of things that have been included in here are insane. If you use this workbench, some of these things are regular Fallout things, and then some of them, if I go right down to the bottom, we've got things like a time bomb and things like this, and you can actually get blueprints from around the map and from other people that you then put into the workshop scanner, which I think that is just so nicely animated, and that then gives you more things to make on here, which, as you can see, I've got quite a few of them already, and it's absolutely ridiculous. I'm not going to go through all of them, as I said, but there you go. Now, as you can see, we've got K9 here, and this is what I love about K9.
Master.
He is fully voiced.
Online. Activating now.
I absolutely adore that. I absolutely adore the fact that K9 is fully voiced, fully three-dimensional, will warn you of danger, will follow you like a regular companion, and has his laser that will shoot and take out enemies, and he's actually quite strong, which is quite nice. Anyway, just to wrap up, as we're almost 13 minutes in, let's go back to the console room, and I'm just going to change this back to the coral theme. Actually no, I'm not, because I know Katie's going to be watching this video, and I don't want Katie to know how to fly the TARDIS in coral mode. I want Katie to figure out how to fly this herself. So I'm going to, if I can click on the right options whilst I'm trying to talk to you guys, I'm going to change this to Copper, which is Matt's or 11's first console room. And now I will fly somewhere else. So if I hit Navcom mode, which basically means you can pick where you want to go, hit Navcom data banks. At the bottom here it says synchronize mapping device, which is nice because it means that you can upload places that you've been on your Pip-Boy to the location databanks. It won't add all of them, but it will add most of them. For example, if I go here, you've got Gibson Scrapyard, Gamora, Good Springs, a few different places for each. Some of these places are from the mod. For example, if I go to S, yeah, we're not clicking on this one. And we're not clicking on this one at the moment either. But those are options. So let's just go to the Securitron vault, if I can even speak. Because I believe that's somewhere that you can't access in the vanilla version of Fallout. So hit those, and I've got to try and remember how to fly this in this mode now. So, yes. Helmet regulator, time space throttle, lockdown mechanism. I just love the fact all of these are animated. They're just wonderful. And time rotor handbrake. Now, I'm going to hit this, and I'm immediately going to hit the blue stabilizers. And then you'll see why. Because if I just hit this on its own, the TARDIS will fly there, and it will, take about 30 seconds or whatever to get there. But if I hit this, I have to actually do some work, and it makes the time seem to go a little bit quicker. As you can see, you've got the TARDIS noises, everything's moving up and down, and now I've turn autopilot off, after a while, things start flashing, and I have to go around and hit those in order to pilot the TARDIS. And if you don't hit them quick enough, they will start sparking, and it will do damage to the TARDIS itself. You also have to refuel every now and then, depending on how fast you go when you hit the space-time throttle. Depends on how much energy you use when you are travelling through space and time. Well, when you're travelling anyway. Time travel in this is a bit interesting because obviously you're still having to work with the Fallout engine. Anyway. So as you can see, this changes when you're going through the vortex, and I've quick saved again just in case anything goes wrong. Nearly got stuck there. So anyway, let's exit the TARDIS, and to wrap up, I'll show you that we have, in fact, changed locations. Oh, right, I know where I am. Sorry, I thought I was going to be in where Yes Man shows you the upgrades to the Securitrons. But anyway, that is the Fallout Who Vegas mod, and it is absolutely wonderful. There is so much more in this mod that I could go into, but I think 17 minutes, near enough, is enough to show you the basics, at least. So, sorry for waffling. Thank you if you stuck through and watched all this. And if it's something that you do enjoy, as I said, I'll attach the links to the mod. It's really easy and simple to install, especially if you've got Nexus Mod Manager, which I'll put a link to as well. And, you know, happy playing if you decide to. Thanks guys, take care.